Hey, this is Matt with Let's Talk Music. I'm here with Dan Sindel, and
Hey,
welcome.
hi, Matt.
so, how we doing, Dan?
Hey, we're doing good, man. Doing good. I'm out here in sunny California. Very nice day. How
Uh,
about you?
well, Ohio was very nice today. Got up to 84, which is a little unseasonably warm for us,
Nice, man.
but I enjoyed every minute of it.
Ohio. Hey, what's round at the end and high in the middle?
Right. So, I was reading on some of your press release that was sent to me, and first off, I want to tell you I dig the album artwork.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
That's kind of psychedelic, but
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's my style. I love all forms of art. I draw cartoons. I do thousands of sketches and try and learn animation on the computer as well as music. So every now and then I draw something that looks pretty cool, and I thought that would be appropriate for what I'm doing right now.
Oh,
You know how
so
it is.
you did that yourself.
Yeah, that's all my handiwork.
Awesome.
Cool, huh?
Yeah. So in the press release, there's something that I found kind of funny. It says if you're a fan of the 60s, 70s, or 80s, that Dan is right up your wheelhouse, and that they classified you kind of as Alice in Chains meets the Birds and Metallica meets Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, those are good choices. Sure, sure. Well, I don't know what to say. That's when I grew up. I grew up in the 60s, lived my teenage years in the 70s,
Hmm.
absorbed all of that early rock where there was just so much freedom and expression in the music. Not like today. Today doesn't seem as inventive in a way as the way it used to be a long time ago. Record
Right.
labels were a little bit more relaxed and not going by algorithms and spreadsheets and what's hot this week and formulating an artist to be like what the guy that was popular last month should be.
Hmm.
They're just looking at money. But yeah, I just absorbed most of that when I was growing up. So it's just part of who I am.
Right.
Sure, sure.
And I actually just did an interview that ended around 8:25. So I had to look
Mm-hmm.
at my clock there, and it was a band that it's a younger group, and that guy was kind of the same way. He says, we don't have no click tracks, this and that. And he said, what you get on stage with us is us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of the independent artists and people that really just enjoy making music, that's what they're into. They're not into the, as one guy called it, processed music that you hear today.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Everything is so auto-tuned, it's kind of obscene. It's like hiding people's talent or lack thereof.
Right. So
Sure.
another thing that I was reading with, and this was pretty impressive, that you did the LA metal scene, and I mean, it says here that you shared the stage with bands like Accept, Saxon, King Diamond, Wendy O. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
That had to be trippy.
Yeah, things were very exciting back here in LA during the 1980s, all about the LA metal scene, as they call it.
Right.
And, where I live, we used to have such just an amazing music scene. When I was in high school, every Friday and Saturday night, you could have a list of 12 backyard parties to go to.
Hmm.
Each party, you would have a couple kegs of beer and a couple local bands, and you get to see them playing all the songs. For me as a guitar player, I might have been trying to figure out a Led Zeppelin song, with my record or my cassette player back then. Then I would get to go to a backyard party and see them actually playing it. And
Hmm.
that's how I would learn, like, oh, that's how you do it. Oh, damn. So I'd have to go back home and try and learn how to play it. And, music, the community, it was just really amazing time to live through. I don't think it will be ever recreated. At least it's hard to think that way because rock music just doesn't seem popular anymore the way it used to be. It's kind of gone underground, and hip hop and rap and what have you. And
Mm-hmm.
regular pop music is just big, 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 big.
Right.
I don't think us rock guys have much of a chance anymore. It's kind of a tough go, but we do it because we love it. Oh, but what I was trying to say is we used to have, besides the Sunset Strip with the Roxy and the Starwood and the Whiskey and Gazzarri's, all the major clubs, we had a place out here called the Reseda Country Club. And it was owned and operated in the beginning by this corporation or booking company called Wolf and Riss Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And they were the ones out here who would book Led Zeppelin and all the big bands at the LA Forum for 15,000 people. But
Right.
they would start bringing the major artists to this venue, which was about 1,000-seater. It used to be like an old J.C. Penney's that was remodeled to be a rock concert, kind of a nightclub.
Okay.
And all of the big bands started downplaying and coming to this place. And us, as the band I was in from high school and on, we got a chance to be part of that and be on the stage with some of the greatest people that would come through town. Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty thrilling.
Yeah. See, I I was actually born in 76. So
Okay.
I kind of grew up on 80s rock. What really, I think my high school years was kind of the hair metal scene.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I did like my bands like, Metallica, Megadeth, whatever. But I've always been most into rock. I listened to some rap, hip hop, some country, whatever catches my ear, I guess.
Sure.
Whatever kind of, hits me and makes me think a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to it, man, my roots are rock. And I go clear back into the 60s, as far as maybe 64, 65, love a lot of 70s bands. It was, like you said, a great era for music.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And the good news is it's still there and available. And all you have to do is look for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have a station here in Columbus that's QFM 96, and they're nothing but classic rock. Of course, now classic rock is stuff that I listen to, like Motley Crue and stuff like that. But they're still playing, Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix and, Clapton and, all the greats from back then. So it's pretty readily available with them guys. You turn on the radio with them and you're going to hear something from a while back.
Yeah. You'll get Freebird every single day if you wait around for it, right?
Right. So I read that in 2012 you was diagnosed with tongue cancer.
Yes.
And you were unable to speak or play guitar for almost 2 years.
That is correct. Not my favorite subject to talk about. It almost took me, but what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, I guess.
That is true.
Pure living hell, man. But yeah, it took me out. I had to fight to learn how to play guitar again. My playing hand, my left hand, was kind of left inoperable for about 2 years. It was just because they had to take out half of my tongue because of tongue cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Then they rebuilt it with a skin graft on my guitar playing hand. That went into here. And this, yeah, it was a challenge.
But it looks like you overcame it.
Well, I wasn't sure to have that in my press release or not. I didn't know if I wanted to play the cancer card for a lot of various reasons, for sympathy, or I just don't even want to talk about it, to be honest with you. But I guess I was sort of instructed to leave it in, so I did. But
Well, I mean, it's not that, for me, I'm not saying I'm sympathetic or that I'm offering sympathy. What for me, I think it's more of the will of you that you came back and you started playing guitar again. You continue to do one of the things that you love in this life, even though
mhm.
you had to fight this horrible disease.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Well, bro, it literally has taken me almost 10 years. I'm coming up on my 10-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
It will be in July coming up
Mm-hmm.
since I had to go through all of this. And it's taken me almost a decade to finally get to a place, at least in music, where I have enough energy. Well, the enthusiasm has always been there and the will to get to where I am now. But really, I would probably have to say that it has taken me all this time to come to a place where I have enough energy and willpower to try and pursue music one last time, one last big push.
Mm-hmm.
So about a year and a half ago, throughout the pandemic, I just decided to do something about this. So I started taking my songs that I've written. I actually got some new ones written as well, but
Mm-hmm.
finally decided to press forward and come to a place where I could get a drummer in the studio and get me a nice solid track instead of a drum loop. Then I was able to get the vocals, and now I'm pushing forward and I'm going to put out a full album over the course of the year. I'm going to release singles.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully in a couple months when I release my next single, maybe we can talk again. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to Stepping Stone and I really enjoyed that. Did
Cool.
was you the writer on that one?
Yeah, I wrote that. I sang it. I did everything but play the drums, really.
Okay. And
And officially mix and master. I left that up to specialists.
right.
But I mean, I got enough skills with Pro Tools to be able to convey my ideas to a mixing engineer who has the gold and platinum albums on his wall.
Right.
You know, that's a whole other career. So
Mm-hmm.
at least I'm lucky enough to have enough skill to go, here, this is what I'm trying to create. What do you think you can do?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working with this fellow named Steve Sykes, who is that guy with gold and platinum albums. And he took me on, which really blew me away because he didn't have to, but
Right.
he heard something enough to say, I can do something with this. Let me after it. It's like, oh, hell yeah. So, yeah, he works I guess, mostly with what you would call smooth jazz artists.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the stuff you may hear in elevators, the saxophones, the easy listening. But
Right.
that's an industry. That's big money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his bread and butter. But he knows a good rock song when he hears it. So, yeah, I'm hoping to continue making music with him and a couple other folks and just get it out there.
So is there what is the meaning behind Stepping Stone?
What is the meaning? That's a good question.
I mean, to you, I mean, it can be interpreted to, many different ways, especially by a listener or whatever. But I mean, when you sat down and wrote those lyrics, what was in your mind as far as what made that title?
Oh, there's a lot of meanings, probably some hidden meanings and just some random stuff that just doesn't probably mean much, just like a lot of rock songs.
Mm-hmm.
But I think most good rock songs come from a place of vengeance.
Right.
The will to move forward, people who are assholes to you in the past, part of my French there.
No, you're
But,
fine.
I think a lot of good music usually has to flip the bird somewhere for
Mm-hmm.
you to vent. And maybe just life itself for kicking me down in the dirt and my own perseverance to get back up and do something about it.
Gotcha.
I think that's really good lesson for anybody. You know, even when you're a kid, you're playing baseball, you fall down, the coach just yells at you, rub
Mhm.
some dirt on it and get back on the field. No crying. Get out there, boy. Okay. Yeah, you got to get back up off the, wipe the dust off and get back out there. You just
Right.
can't let things get you down. I think that has part of the meaning to it. Does that sound fair to you?
It does.
Cool.
Also, I really like the name of it, Unpopular Music for Popular People.
Yeah, very sarcastic, huh?
Yes, yes. And I picked up on that, and that's why I said I like that title. I like the artwork. So
I thought about that a month or two ago. I was just thinking, damn, so many rock artists are just busting their ass and they're not getting anywhere. The only
mhm.
stuff that seems like so popular is rap and hip hop or, Lady Gaga or whatever the hell, the female or boy bands. Or everybody's getting their fair slice of the pie, but the hard working rock guys.
Right.
And I thought about it. Well, here I am trying to put my hat back in the ring. Oh, man. And it just dawned on me. Well, this is pretty much unpopular music for popular people. Here you go.
Well, I mean, I
Hey,
I
I'm a
think
bit of a I'm a bit of a smart ass. So
oh,
what
nothing
can I
wrong
tell
with that. I mean, I think I don't know, man. Like Columbus is a big rock metal town. I
Yeah.
mean, we have some country acts and some hip hop acts that come through, but 9 times out of 10, it's rock bands or whatever. Like
Well, let me say one thing to anybody out there in your listening audience then. Hey, you guys, listen to my song. Crank it up and tell a friend.
there you go.
There you go.
So pre-recording, you was holding a guitar. What you got there?
Oh, this is my Gibson SG, baby.
That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
thought it looked like. It's a nice
Yeah.
looking guitar.
It's bitching. I've had this one ever since I was a kid.
Well, that's in damn good shape.
Yeah, I try not to take it out to many places. Been in storage a long time. It's the type of guitar you don't bring to the local bar. Then it comes home smelling like a cigarette case.
Right. So, is that what you mainly play as Gibson?
No, I got a few other guitars, but yeah, I love playing my Gibsons. They're part of my arsenal. Now, if I was sponsored by Gibson, and that's another story for another day, but then I can say, yeah, I play Gibson all day long.
Right.
Be honest with you, one of my favorite guitars is a Gibson knockoff that I bought off the internet for $300.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, you can do that now. You don't have to spend a bunch of money to get something that doesn't suck.
Right.
They're made on a production line with those CNC machines with military spec tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bad. For a couple $100, anyone can have a pretty nice guitar that they can tote around and not be too worried about.
Right.
If you're bringing your expensive ones to the gigs, you're just now nothing but paranoid. You've got two eyes in the back of your head worrying about your nice guitar.
Right.
Instead of just hanging loose with your pals. You're like, wait a minute, oh man, hold on, I gotta go check. So if you bring your crappier stuff to a gig, then you can hang out and chill.
Right. Yeah. Actually, when I was in high school, my mom, we went to a pawn shop and she let me pick one out, and I picked out a Gibson Epiphone. Uh, really, really tried to learn how to play it, but I didn't have the patience back then.
Oh,
I was too, all over the place. You know what I mean? And it was like girls and all that crap in high school and stuff. And it was like, okay, I never really took the time to really learn. And I regret that now.
oh man. Well, too bad. I mean, I kind of grew up in the same way as you. Too bad we did not have the Zoom type of thing or FaceTime.
Right.
And too bad you didn't know me back then, because I could have taught you how to play pretty simply. That's what I do. I'm also a guitar teacher.
Nice.
I teach mostly people who are brand new. They just got their guitar for Christmas. They don't know which end is up.
Right.
And I help them just like kindergarten kind of a way, to where you have a sense of I can do this, not the smell of defeat kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey man, if you still want to learn, I can show you.
Hey, it's never too late. Maybe I'll look into that.
Hey, that'd be cool. Hey, and with Zoom, any of you guys out there, if you want to learn, look, get a hold of me. Maybe you can share a link on my website or something. I do online guitar lessons.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Because
Hey, sorry for the shameless plug.
oh hell, it's fine, man. That's what we're here for. I mean, I'm all about promoting people in whatever any way I can. I do this the same reason why you do what you do. I love it. I love talking to musicians and artists, and I like getting your stuff out there the best that I can. I mean, I'm a small media outlet. I'm kind of almost like an independent artist. I mean, I've got limited funds to do great big things that I want to do. So it's a process, but I'm hoping to someday. I'm not saying quite be an Eddie Trunk, but somewhere in there.
Oh, sorry. I was supposed to turn this phone off.
Oh, you're fine.
Sorry about that. Sorry, folks.
No problem. So, all right, Dan. Well, I'll go ahead and let you get back to enjoying your beautiful day out there in sunny California, and
Cool.
I will hit you up on. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll hit you up, and maybe we can sometime get together for a lesson, and hell, we'll record that.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, we got a legend teaching a novice. That would be pretty sweet.
Where's the legend? I don't see him. Wait.
Yeah, he's looking at me. So, one other question. Are you do you mind if I post the video for Stepping Stone at the end of our interview?
That would be awesome. Thank you.
Okay. And are you under a label?
I am not.
Sweet.
I'm just little old me up against the world.
All right. Because yeah, usually if I do something like that with somebody that's under a label, then I get a copyright claim. But if I do it with somebody that's independent, then there's no beef, no nothing, and it gets out there.
You have my blessings, young man, and you can play it every single day, every single hour upon request.
All right, I will do so. Well, again, we're talking with Dan Sindel, and I just want to say thank you so much for being on, and I look forward to speaking with you in the future.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you. And everybody out there, thanks for listening. Awesome. We'll see you around.
All right, man. Later.
See you, buddy.